And you tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you listening to Yes Magwan and the Robinson, Jamaican brother there, reaching out to all the massive on the African continent, and you tuning into the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host and Jody from Monday to Friday. Stay tuned. And Gerard Robinson, love, respect, and justice for all. Big up, massive.
Bringing communities together around the world. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7. All your favorites from the 60s through to today.
Just FaceTime one baddest, look to the dead in the eye. Sit down in the way, my new hanging around. I know you be messaging Michael, but I'll never be spent. Long time no see, it's definitely mindful. Just posted a pic on some, let me remind you. You don't wanna admit, you still wanna be inside. You know you be missing when the text says, hey bigger. Who are you with withhold information unless they're with it? I ain't seen you in a minute. I would've shown you an hour before, but now you can't get a preview till it's finished. I love seeing you in the flesh, your depth, and come and meet you in the spirit. Arms open, you've been around, she's heartbroken, you want a cup of tea too, don't spill it. We used to watch Freeview and Bill it. They wanna do Netflix and chill. We wanna do get rich and build. You carry on watching the stocks while them girls are watching my Richard Mill. Different still, Gucci don't mean loads of guap. I still ain't been no Novikov, but 6 zeros are different, man.
Come see me, you don't wanna come see me, and you don't wanna come see me, but it's yours. I'm easy, put it down when you come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, but it's yours. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Oh, it's mine.
Who's hot, who's not? Who walk in the shop and choose a new job? Who up in the summertime with a roof off? Who used to hide running in the night shoe box? Who used to get sent shop with the coupons? Now the gal wanna know where I get the coops from. Who's got a coops account but soon gone? Who sponsored the lips, the body and boo job? I got old school things in landlines. I got new school things on hold. I got man's favourite model on standby, but my usual things on loan. Man had a plan that backfired, now I got beautiful things on smoke. I said come see me, I usually end up at home.
Come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, but it's yours. I'm needy, put it down when you come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, but it's yours. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Yes, and a very good warm welcome afternoon, of course, coming from the 254 Karibuni. Some of you guys are doing amazing. Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful conversation right here on the media of the 21st century. This is the Black Hot Fire Network radio station to all our amazing first-time listeners. But if you are a member right here, you know what's up, you know the drill. And of course, welcome to yet another beautiful, beautiful conversation. I'm a little bit late. I was having issues with my connectivity, but I'm glad to be here. Better late than never. And of course, it is exactly 22 minutes past the top of the hour. I'd love to know what's the time on your end. For those who are live with us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, if this is your first time right here, or rather you're listening all the way from outside the African continent, let me know what's the time on your end. And of course, welcome to where today we shall be talking again about what is happening in the western parts of Africa. That was our conversation for yesterday, where we did witness Burkina Faso. It did reject loans that were being offered by the IMF. I shared an amazing video actually breaking it down, how these loans have never benefited African countries, and where we have these fake organizations who actually come in the name of giving us the development aid. And if you try to look at this, we did check further into what President William Ruto's trip to the United States is all about. And part of the conversation is actually about development, about sovereignty, about democracy, and which we know we don't literally have. So we shall be talking about what is happening specifically today in Mali. And of course, we've been seeing Mali, Niger, and Junta taking serious actions when it comes to criticisms that actually are against them. When it comes to other mainstream media talking shit about them, we've seen them actually also getting rid of them. We've seen actually serious actions, being taken in these three Western African countries. But for today, our focus goes to Mali, which actually can see a professor is actually a big professor in Mali, and is an economist professor. A prominent Malian economist professor, and he has actually been arrested and is supposed to be sentenced to 2 years in jail, and that is after him criticizing that is the current president or the current junta or the current leader in Mali. So that is what we shall be focusing on. And of course, I'm so proud to see actually the actions happening right here is the fact that he has to go 2 years in prison for criticizing the president, And like these other countries, when you try to look at Kenya, Uganda, where we have these puppet jokers of leaders, they always arrest people for always calling out what is right, arresting people and taking them to cells for calling what is rightfully supposed to be done. When you talk about the cost of living being, worked on, when you talk about stop implementing high taxes on everything, when you talk about employment, those are the things that we've seen our very dear own people being arrested of by the puppet leaders. But when it comes to these other three countries, so far we have true leaders. So why would you come criticize me when I'm doing everything to make the country work? So I feel like that is what Mali and the rest of the countries actually are doing. So that is what our focus for today shall be going, or the way it shall be going to. We shall also focus about Kenya, again going back to the trip which is currently ongoing. And yesterday I did hint that news actually that came out yesterday, President William Ruto is spending, or his trip, his flight alone has spent 200 million Kenyan shillings. So we're talking about literally 2,000 there dollars. And of course, they're also saying that it did come out, the Kenyan government came out to defend the cost of the trip, and we shall be checking onto this one. And we've been checking actually for the trip that is attended, including Tinibu, how much they have spent, and we've seen so far it's quite big figures. And if you try to talk about development and the figures being spent outside, it's not adding up. We should also talk about Nigeria, where we have on this other end Boko Haram, which have actually released the hostages that they've been having, and we're talking about 350 hostages who have been released, and that they were held in Sambisa forest. So that is our focus for today, and also where we can see again at least 40 villagers, which is a term I really hate. They have been shot dead in the latest violence going on, that is in the northern parts of Nigeria, and much more coming from the African continent, where I have an amazing video to share. And shout out to the brilliant people who have the confidence to stand and tell our enemies you don't belong here. Karibuni sana. Shout out to Frida Media in the building. Shout out to Mr. Blackwood Fire in the house as well. I saw Frida, you did send a request. Kindly do let me know if you still want to join as I get to start our debate for today. But for now, we're getting back to one more jam. Then, of course, we'll be coming back with the quote of today. So if in case you have anything positive you'd love to share, kindly feel free to share it right here with us. This is Aminia by the one and only Nyashinsky, and I hope you guys get to bump into this one. We're coming back after this short musical break.
Tulikamna ubaya iko tusema area tungekwamia Ulaya, merudi wasanii wakaanza kuambiwa retire secular, lakini unaandika gospel fire. Siliva lie na Junta sound kan kama driver juzi malai, nilipanda matatu na train na siusi magari, nimetoka mali extenda sishi rongai. True story yako sitarudiana, lakini hatutaiachana, tunarudiana kwa nini na matani wa inshallah. Mimi na vijana wawili tutazidi sana kando na kukosana, niamini.
Yes, and of course, if you are in Rongai, kindly be careful. We've seen lions roaming around Sheila's residence. So kindly be careful if you are in Rongai. We've been seen in Langata, Rongai, lions are roaming around. And the current video that is being shared online by friends and, people is that, it went to actually someone's house, took a dog, and imagine if it was you or your child. So be very, very careful. But of course, despite being careful, where is KWS? Where is Kenya Wildlife Services. Where are they? Literally, where is Ruto? Our people are being snatched by lions and hyenas, but here this guy is spending 200 million on a trip. Come on, why can't we face these fences of where wild animals? I didn't speak about this on Friday. We should have actually an electrical measure that should shock these animals to make them go back to their residential places or where they're supposed to be staying.
Najua CNN wana interview, sio mimi. Mkianza kitu ni watu wa few waliamini. Na pia kwa heshima isipokuwa kwa nchi yake, kwa jamaa zake na nyumbani mwake. Na pia kwa heshima isipokuwa kwa nchi yake, kwa jamaa zake na nyumbani mwake. Ine kila mtu jeuliza kana penda hapo kwenye 50-50. Yeah.
Yes, that is Nyashinsky with Aminia, and of course, personally, I'm a really big fan of Nyashinsky. Playing right here on the Blackout Fire Network radio station, 29 minutes past the top of the hour. Let me know what's the time on your end for those who are just tuning in via Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok. Karibu sana. Shout out to Suspect. Hope you're doing amazing. Shout out to Freedom. Shout out to Mr. Blackout Fire. Shout out to Kalonji. And of course, everyone live with me also on the website. I was supposed to go live on Rumble as well, but due to how the connectivity really did affect me, I ended up just, doing a couple of shit there, and I don't know what just happened. But anyway, you shall catch the show on a replay in case you are right there. Karibuni sana once again to everyone who's just tuning in. If you're on the show page, which I'd already told the people on the chat, on the WhatsApp, to pin their comments here, I am literally watching. So if you are listening on the radio or via the show page, I am right here, and you can also pin your comments and let me know what you feel about today's conversation. And of course, as we get started, I want to start with this video. It made me laugh actually when I was watching it. So we have this video. It's coming from 2019. Personally, I never saw it. It's a 2019 video, and where we had Pauline Hanson, that is her name, a senator who made headlines with racist remarks, and that is actually coming from Australia. So from this video I picked, she's trying to tell this, especially this black lady, to be specific, because I think the other one is a mulatto or something. You are not indigenous and you don't belong here. So how comes you are working and taking jobs of the locals? And she goes ahead and says that actually you are the one who has a problem right here, because we're working together with the locals and they don't have a problem, But let me share this video. It's the way they carry racism everywhere they go, and especially the ones who are left here in Africa claiming that this is their land, is the audacity of always standing up and calling themselves indigenous people, because this was just psychopathic, pathetic, crazy. But I love the way this lady stood onto her ground. Let me share this.
Were you born here?
No, I wasn't born in NT. No.
Right, so you're an Aboriginal from outside.
Yeah, but I still have an opinion.
Right, you can have an opinion, but that's what they're angry about, is that Aboriginals from outside are coming to take jobs from the locals.
I work with the locals. Oh yeah, we work with locals.
I'm Indigenous. I was born here. I'm native to the land.
Why do you look so doubtful?
She's Indigenous.
Yes, I am. Do you know the word Indigenous?
Yeah, I do.
Native to the land. I was born here. Where's
What
my
all
land?
these white people, just because you're born in Africa, that makes you an indigenous person? Do you know how this crazy sounds? And this is why they want to make us feel like we don't understand even English on one beat. Because I love the way, again, this lady posed the question. She's like, you are indigenous? Because, bitch, you white. What do you mean indigenous? From where? Where is your homeland? And she went ahead and told her England. Oh, my God.
But it's not Australia.
England?
Let me repeat it one more time. One more time.
Were you born here?
No, I wasn't born in NT. No.
Right, so you're an Aboriginal from outside.
Yeah, but I still have an opinion.
Right, you can have an opinion, but that's what they're angry about, is that Aboriginals
So
from
no one has an
outside
opinion
are
in their own country. Isn't this is what South Africans literally are going through today? When they try actually go against the white farmers, they're like, nah, you don't have an opinion. It's only the white people, the so-called indigenous. They are calling themselves indigenous now. This is just so crazy, man. But anyway, can you keep?
I was trying to see it. I guess
Yo,
I missed.
yes,
I was trying to see it. I missed it. Yeah.
yeah,
Carry
I'll
boo.
just reshare it. I'll just reshare it again.
Were you born here? No.
I wasn't born in NT. Right.
Right. So you're an Aboriginal from outside.
Yeah, but I still have an opinion.
Right. You can have an opinion, but that's what they're angry about, is that Aboriginals from outside are coming to take jobs from the locals.
I work with the locals.
Oh yeah, we work with locals.
I'm Indigenous. I was born here. I'm native to the land.
Why do you look so doubtful?
She's Indigenous.
Yes, I am. Do you know the word Indigenous?
Yeah, I
It's
do.
native to the
Yeah.
land. I was born here. Where's my land if it's not Australia?
England.
England,
That's not your land. You're not indigenous. You people invaded Australia. Exactly. The black people are indigenous to damn Australia. Not you. You are an invader. Because you're born. The same with the people in South Africa are white. I'm born here. I'm South Africa. I'm indigenous. You're not indigenous. You people have invaded those African lands. Australia was an African country full of African people that you genocided. The majority of them are gone. So you're not indigenous to Australia. It's about, I'm Australian. No, you're from England. That's where you motherfuckers came from. From England. That's where these motherfuckers from America came from. From England.
Wish I could have found a longer video to see the reaction she had after being told your homeland is in England, because this was just this made me laugh. Because I mean, they are not used to that. They're used to African people always just lick booting them, you know.
Exactly, Joby.
You know, you're welcome. It's okay. You're the boss, and I accept that. You know, I'm not an indigenous person. I'm the invader right here, so it's okay. I'm gonna go back to my country, and I'll not even try to take jobs from your people. We deserve jobs everywhere we go in Africa. You're not gonna tell me when I go to South Africa, and South Africans sound so damn actually being xenophobic.
That's not the name. That's not the name of the country. The name of the country. The name of the area was called Azania, Joby. White people named it South Africa. It's not the name, right? Not a name. Name of the country. Name of the area was called Azania.
It's crazy to see, because I love relating back with the story we were reading right in 2022 sometime back, when we discovered that we had Zambians, Namibians who have been trying to acquire citizenship right in Kenya. They have been here for over 10 years. They have given birth, probably even married here and moved and made this their homeland. Not recognized as citizens, and you'll find actually this even affects them.
But the Indians and the white people are, Joe.
Exactly, they are accepted. They're now part of the tribe. You know, it is crazy. You'll find that Namibians, these people have been here for 10 years, decades, and they've not been given or recognized as citizens of a country, and probably even trying to get jobs, which is so hard. And this is what I'm saying. It is crazy to see everywhere we go in Africa as Africans, even in the continent itself. Our people, or we have to feel some type of way because we have our brothers coming from other countries, and now we feel like they're coming to take what is ours because we're not living in equality. And that's why I want to share this video of Dangote, the billionaire in Nigeria. Shout out to him. We know very well he's one of the people connected in stealing oil in Nigeria, and you can tell me otherwise.
That coon ass Negro.
Yep. And he's not using his wealth, you know, in helping Nigerians in any sort of way. So in this video right here, he's being interviewed by one of our coon. I'll call him a coon. Larry Madowo is a coon because he became nothing but just a coon. He was a good presenter, a good journalist. I mean, sometimes you see him fight and stand up for Africa, you know, calling out, especially when it was flooding in Kenya. He was calling out on the government, telling them, you know, you are shaming us, you take billions, you pocket, but look at the shame you're giving us on our airport. This is the main airport itself, you know, it is crazy. But Larry Madowo, of course, he works for CNN, is a coon. So in this interview,
that's CNN.
Yeah. On this interview, is asking that is Dangote about visas and passports, and I want you to hear Dangote's thoughts. And we see the reason why we have people not getting job opportunities because of this kind of bullshit, which they have not been able to deal with.
Finally, really quickly, we talk a lot about the African Continental Free Trade Area, the ability for goods and services to move across the continent. Mr. Dangote, you have previously complained about the difficulty of traveling on a Nigerian passport across the continent. Has it become easier?
Even an hour ago, I complained to President Kagame.
At least you can come here visa-free.
No, here is the best example, but I told him that
Hi, Caleb. Zales. Thank you so much for tapping the screen.
Yeah, remember, Joby, exactly.
As somebody
When
who
you
really
listen,
wants to make.
when we listen to CNN, we know this small hat goddamn company, and their agenda is being pushed. So no truth is going to be put on there. It's going to be always anti-black, anti-what Africans need. Is always going to be the opposite. It's propaganda.
Exactly.
Make Africa great. I have to now apply 35.
Why do you need to apply 35? Do you know how dumb? This is why sometimes I want to say Nigerians sound dumb, including their own representatives. I'm so sorry. But what is this? I need 35 visas to travel within the African continent. You need to be a visa-free continent, god damn it.
Exactly.
Why are we talking about visas?
Exactly. Because the white man wanted that way. Remember, white man took the visa away from his country. He like, you go from England to France, France to Italy, Italy to Spain, Spain to Germany without any kind of visa. They can just go. But the thing is, I want to make sure Africans don't know themselves. I make sure you don't hook up with other Africans. I don't want you knowing each other no more. That's against me controlling you.
And I feel like this is actually where they're trying to make a mockery of African people for not, being woke enough. Because we know if this guy calls himself or is believed to be a billionaire, which we don't know or don't care because it's all stolen wealth from Nigeria and Africa itself. This guy has money, good money to pay people to get him visa within 5 minutes if he really wanted to. So this is actually making a mockery out of African people because we know so well African people have been struggling, paying so much amount of money, but the U.S. embassies in every country, the way it's set, no, you are not eligible or good enough to have a visa from us. That is what they've been telling people. So this guy is actually making some sort of mockery. And yes, it is sad. I agree with you, Caleb. 35 visas, make that make sense. 30, what do you
It don't make sense, Joey. That's exactly right. It don't make sense. It's crazy talk. That's why he's saying it. Crazy talk. And that's why every leader knows that that's wrong. They always talk that we need to get rid of the borders. They never do it. Then they get out. They finally overthrown or whatever happened. We're supposed to get rid of the borders and the visas because they know those borders are artificially created by the white people to keep Africans poor. That's why they're there, Joby. Why the visa system is there, passport system is there, keep you separated and impoverished. That's why it exists. Why the white man created it.
It is crazy. That is immigration corruption. Exactly, Caleb. That is what exactly it is. Immigration corruption. Because this is, I didn't see, I picked it for number one, whereby is making a mockery of Africans because number one, not everyone can also acquire visas. Visa is expensive. Maybe some people can afford passport, but which is also expensive to other people. Not everyone can afford passports. And secondly, making a mockery of the continent of Africa, where you keep on talking in these summits, you keep on attending outside the African continent. Oh, Africa has been this, Africa has been able to this.
Shout out to the young billionaire who's the real thing, not that Dan Cody phony cat that builds shit without the government help and white people help. He's a fraud. So is a Nigerian
so crazy, and
is a Nigerian that owns the airline. What's the name of that Nigerian that owns the airlines in Nigeria, Joby? Who bought everything not with no loans, with no nothing off his own back, and employing. He don't drive no fancy cars. That's what you do. I can have a bunch of fancy cars, but I employ Africans. You get back. What's his name? Say the Nigerian who owns the airlines in Nigeria. What's his name? He's not being there. Buying all the planes. What he did is took the money back and employed thousands of his people to give those opportunities and knowledge which gives more industries back to Nigeria. He don't buy around in the Bentley and your Lamborghinis and all that other idiotic dumb shit. That black people go, oh, I need a white person's car to make me feel like I'm somebody. What's the name of that airline? Spirit, Grace?
The airlines or the name of the person?
The airline. Yeah. What's the airline and the person's name? What's his name?
Okay, so let me see. Just a minute. A new billionaire emerges from, let me see.
That's right. That's him, young cat.
A new billionaire emerges from Nigeria with 66 commercial airplanes.
That's him. That's him. Airpiece, that's an Airpiece. That's him. Top of the notch line airline, starting from the bottom, building it up. I'm not saying, why don't you got one of the fancy cars like the politicians? Because I build real shit. That's why I don't. I employ African people, teach them. I employ all the people, make sure we have jobs. See, that's why you'll get no.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intervlog.
Exactly.
I say this is
people talking
Intervlog,
about him.
Once more.
There you go, Joby.
I am here because of one important development that is going on in Nigeria right now, and this development is unbelievable. Something like this never happened before. Never in the history has there been anything like this in Nigeria, and everybody is talking about it as well. And that thing is Airpeace Nigeria Limited, owned by a Nigerian known as Alan Onyema. Currently, Airpeace has 33 commercial aeroplanes. It has never happened in Nigeria where one man owns such number of aeroplanes. And this man is just a young man. He's not old. And the reason I'm talking about him is not because of his age, is not because of anything, but the employment Airpeace has created in Nigeria. It's unbelievable. Based on what Airpeace said during the interview with Araya's News, he said he has over 50,000 workers, directly and indirectly, working under Airpeace. That 50,000 workers is going to double at the end of this year because he has ordered another 33 airplane that would arrive Nigeria before the end of the year.
Over 50,000 people. But both direct and indirect.
If he's not careful, Tinubu is gonna come after him. They're gonna use Tinubu. We know the truth, kids. We know the cat to the small.
I know, Joby. But
they don't want to see.
I know, but let's at least hear the part. They don't want to see that. That's why I'm loving it. Let's show it.
I own over 30-something planes, and I have about 33 orders paid for that are on the line coming. So at the end of the day, Peace will be owning over 60 aircraft. And
he owns them. He doesn't get loans. He owns them. See, that's another thing they don't want. He owns them. Good, Joby.
Any airline in Africa, in fact, most part of the world, they don't own it themselves.
Exactly.
They're financed.
Finance.
This is a talk of the town because Airpeace has already started going to many places internationally, like London route, India route, Dubai route, South African route, Ghana route, so on and so forth. The new airplanes that are coming, the owner of the APs had already said that they will be used for America and also UK routes with other European countries' routes. And this is unbelievable. A lot of people are now queuing in and the registrarian their name for employment. And this is the reason I'm here. I'm here because what Airpeace is doing is unbelievable. If every Nigerian is as patriotic as Alan Onyema, things would have been different in Nigeria. And today, he has made it. He is now a billionaire, a man who has 33 airplanes, not on dry lease or wet lease, the one that he has paid for. And he also ordered 33 new airplanes, exactly of the number he has, making his 66 airplanes in his name by the end of this year. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Nobody has ever imagined that somebody from Nigeria would cause such a great change in aviation. But it is happening right in our eyes. And this is the reason we are here to talk about Airpeace.
See how they have really underrated Africa. No one thought this would really happen in Africa.
Exactly right, Joby.
What we are seeing is unbelievable. Therefore, we call on other Nigerians who are rich
Unbelievable for me. I'm like,
to
guys.
think like Eleno Yama. Don't think about the profit you are going to make sometimes. Think about how to help the humanity, how to help the society, how to help your country. Be patriotic. That patriotism in you is what is going to generate income for both you and your country. If we have about 60 and Lenin Yema in Nigeria, things will look different. I have seen so many rich people who have less than what Alan Onyema has, but you see them, they have 20 Ferraris. Some senators have Ferraris in Nigeria, not one, not two. Lizzie,
I love the AI, the way it gives stories, because it's funny.
everywhere, parties everywhere, stealing money here and there.
Oh my.
And after the money has been stolen, they don't even know what they
Goes out to exaggerate was like, can you hear the tone? Like, stealing money.
will use the money for. From what I know presently, there are so many senators whom their vehicle cost billions. If they really think of representing their community, what they would have used that money they are spending on international vehicles for is to use it to create employment, build industry. Most of our senators don't have a single person under them apart from their gate man. And that is the reason I see this man as exception. What he is doing is unbelievable, and every Nigerian must make sure that Air Peace stand. You must make sure that no matter the challenges to lift Air Peace up, because that will also encourage other millionaires or other people to start business like Air Peace, business that will help society, help our youth, employ our youth, remove youth from the street. There is nothing more important than that. I'm happy when I heard that Air Peace has started London route, and immediately he started the price of A tickets to London, went down beyond 50% reduction. Is that not a good news?
It is.
Because the problem Nigeria has is that there is nothing Nigeria produces. There is nothing anybody outside is buying from Nigeria. Even we, the Nigerians, are still buying from outside. Each time you buy tickets from British Airways, you are actually increasing the strength of pounds. Each time you buy a ticket from KLM, you are stretching the power and the strength of euro. Whenever you buy a ticket from APs, you are actually increasing and stretching the power of Naira. And this is the reason we are calling upon everybody who is creating a job to keep on doing so. Because any country which cannot provide for himself, whether by aviation, whether in industry, whether in transportation, that country can never be rich. And that is the reason Nigeria economy is always shaking, because we depend on international products. But by the time Nigeria begin to produce what they eat, fly their aeroplanes, the economy of Nigeria will rise. And this is the reason APEACE has to be respected. Because what I've seen is marvelous, that I will urge everybody to join into the creation of businesses, to join into production, into manufacturing, into taking youth out of the street, because that is exactly what everybody needs now.
Yep.
Not only in Nigeria.
Yep.
Now I'm talking about Nigeria, but also around the world. The world entirely needs production. We do not need people who make money at be driving Ferrari everywhere, limousine everywhere, Jaguar everywhere, Porsche, all these expensive cars. Why there are people suffering in your community where you don't have anybody working under you? Why are you spending that money?
I mean,
are you not ashamed?
I mean,
you come from a village where a majority of the people are poor, and we are buying cars that cost $200,000, $1 million, and you think your head is correct.
Mm-hmm. Ask them.
Use that money and buy tractors.
Mm-hmm.
Be proud of how many people walking under you, more than which type of car you are driving. This is how good people think. It is foolishness to see Africans be driving most expensive cars where their villages are suffering. Are you happy to see your village are suffering when you are the only one who has money? And that money, you use it to spend for only one car? And this is the reason I respect Ali Noyema. Ali Noyema does not have expensive car. It doesn't have Ferrari. This is how he contributes to the economy and the growth of his country. Look at the majority of all these Nigeria billionaires. They prefer to go and spend billions abroad. And later, everybody will be saying that the country is hard. You are actually contributing to bring your country down, but you do not know. Anytime you transfer 200,000 to different country, you are actually promoting that 200,000 to that country by buying their cars. If you are patriotic, what you would do is to use that 200,000 and build a small industry. Even if it is pencil manufacturing company, use it to build. Then you stop people from importing pencil. But no, you spend it in cars because you have money. Either because you are a musician, you are a rich man, or you are a politician, you are an actor. You made money. You begin to enjoy a loan. Look at people like...
He's calling out Banaboy and Whiskey. Oh my God. Oh, it's AI. Hey, shout out to the AI, man. It's just I love the way it exaggerates its tone. Oh my God.
Hanley Noyama. Which type of car is he driving? Which type of car is Dangote driving?
Dangote.
Look at different millionaires who are thinking about the growth of Nigeria and think, which type of car do they drive? You who have just made a little money, you spend all the money that you're supposed to have used to live to your community. You spend it unnecessarily on cars. When you die, that car is finished. Nobody will remember you anymore.
You and your car.
Whenever you buy a car, each day car spend on your hand, the value goes down. Each day, it goes down. In 20 years to come, that car will be useless. Well, thank you very much for watching.
You're welcome. I love the AI way describing words. Trust me, it exaggerates words. If you try to pay attention, actually, I don't know if the people sink in the tone like that, but god damn, it's amazing. Good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I love it so long as it's not taking people's job. It's just doing videos like that. I'm okay. But that is something positive. That is something very beautiful. I didn't know this was happening in Nigeria. Shout out to Alan who? His name
I don't know shit. I don't know his name. Whatever his name is, Alan something. So, but see, this was going to be the problem in Kenya, because you're now taxing people too much to create businesses. You're taxing the land, you're taxing the everything is called the thing of diminishing returns. This is what you do when you take loans. I told Demore, you don't take these loans so much your shilling has gone up. No, you can't take a loan and pay back a loan with another loan and then tax your people to oblivion because there's no return. Then you lose the incentive for people to even do business, because why? All the money goes to taxes. I might as well not do shit because all the money's gone away. It's going to your pocket and it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. This is where Kenya's at. This is what the IMF has told this moron Ruto stupid ass. You're going to take all the money from these people. All of it, God damn it. Stolen so much, we want everything. We want everything but the kitchen sink. We want them to be taxed when they walk down the street. There's a walking tax, God damn it. There's a tax to look at the sunshine. Sunshine tax.
Man, that's why I think they're going to even tax us for breathing now, since they want to make a meat carbon.
That's called the carbon tax. You breathe in carbon credits.
These niggas are breathing too much, you know.
That's right. All right.
Shout out to George Guy in the building. Welcome. Nice to see you. Says hi, Joby, to Keith as well. Karibu sana. Hi to you too.
George.
Nice to see you. You're doing great. Says a lot of Africans think that the ECOWAS is better for them. What they have to pay at every border, lol. It's not. I believe right now with the woke Africans, we understand.
They're breaking down ECOWAS. ECOWAS is on his last leg. They're leaving the Senegal and left. Benin's talking now about leaving. ECOWAS is done. The white man's ECOWAS is done. So that's why you had Tinubu was begging Senegal, please don't leave, and then asking Mali and Burkina Faso to come. Remember last year they were going to go to war. We're going to go to war with you niggas, but not doing what the white man tells you. You're going to war. And he said, so what? Oh, well, we're not doing it. Now he's begging, please come back to ECOWAS. They said we're going to war. You guys are going to invade us. Nah, we're getting rid of that fake shit. Get out of here.
come back, you know. But it can say, yeah, I say, like I said, not. Some would say, of course, for those who are do not understand politics, they'll be like, why is Niger, Burkina Faso live in ECOWAS? But there's no better organization with this, no better options with this organization, sorry, so long as it's not created by Africans. That is what I'd say. Peace to you too. Okay, Williams, nice to see you. Good morning. Hope you're doing great. And Karibu says there are some small huts, these small huts are even more...
That's Cassius Williams.
Yeah, Cassius
That's not K
Williams.
Williams. Good.
Yeah.
That's not K Williams.
Yeah, he says these small huts are even more anti-black and dangerous than white supremacy.
They are. They are the ones funding white supremacy. They're white, but exactly right, Cassius. They're the puppets behind white supremacy. They are the puppet masters of the white supremacists. Exactly right.
It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy when you come from, because we know all this, calling themselves the way they call them, it's all fake. They still come from the lineage of the same people.
Yeah, exactly, Joby. Exactly, Joby. But they want to say different.
You're worse than your...
Yeah. Exactly, Joby. They come from the same people, but they said they're different people now because they're the Jews, they're the Holy Land people, which they're not. Exactly right, Joby. But they're the ones funding all this shit. They're the ones behind the white supremacists. But now the white supremacists are getting mad, like, hey, what the hell? You mean my white supremacy is controlled by these motherfuckers? That's right.
Cassius also adds that they all don't want to see us excel when they play.
No.
Exactly. And he also says that the CIA is coming for him. I bet, Manze, I bet. And this is up to now the Nigerians, especially those who are acquiring employment there.
You protect them. Protect them. Exactly. Protect them.
No, you can't be scared. You can't be shaken. You've been jobless all your life. Now you have someone who's actually creating.
Exactly right, Joby. You got to be fearless like Joby showed that Australia. You're from England. Get your ass back to England. Get out of here.
Man, imagine that you coming to take jobs from now you have someone creating a job opportunity for you. All you have to do is stand firm with him. You can't actually be allowed to be shaken like the AI has told you. You need to stand firm. You can't allow to be shaken. This is something very beautiful. And I can't wait to see what's more probably in the next 5 years, and if he's gonna be joined by other business partners, so long as it's not done,
it's gonna be all over Africa. Flights to Kenya, flights to Tanzania, flights to South Africa. So that's what we want to see. And then you know what? He lowered the prices because he owns it. See, the thing in Africa, flight is expensive on purpose because they don't want Africans flying. It's expensive as hell to fly throughout Africa. It's more expensive than me. It's more exactly. You don't own them. Exactly. That's why they're so expensive, Joby. It's more expensive to fly from Nairobi, Kenya to Kampala, which ain't shit, than it is for me to fly from Florida, from Miami to LA, which is 3,000 miles away. It's like me flying from Nairobi to Lagos or some shit. It's cheap. Now put this in Joby can look that up herself and see how much it costs to fly from Nairobi to Kampala or Nairobi to South Africa. That shit probably that shit crazy.
5,000. That is around $220.
What is it? What is it?
25,000 Kenyan shillings. So that is around $220 there. $23 to $30 there.
The fly where?
From Nairobi to Uganda. That is what I was checking.
Okay. Forget that. Because that should be nothing. America, that'd probably be like $70. Because that ain't nothing but 4 hours away. And I don't know what the miles is from Kampala to Nairobi is. It ain't far. I know that. It ain't far. How many miles is that, Joby? Say, how many miles is it from Nairobi to Kampala? How many miles is that? It ain't far, I tell you that. What, about 300 miles?
Yeah, almost 400.
That's it. That ain't nothing but fly. That's like me flying to you, Cassius Wim. That's like me flying from Pensacola to Jacksonville, Florida. That shit like maybe $100. That ain't shit. That's like me flying from Pensacola to Jacksonville, which ain't shit. And it costs that much money? Now, a bus ticket from Jacksonville to Pensacola, was that like $60? Maybe 70? That ain't it. That's about it. I don't know what it, but that ain't even far. Nairobi to Kampala is not even far. See, but I'm saying, and it's expensive as shit because that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Right? They take, well, the Africans don't have no insurance. They can't afford airplanes. They're retarded. They're stupid, and they can't afford real planes. So we gotta insure them so high. That's why it costs so high. Everything in Africa, the prices are crazy. It don't make no sense because it's about racism. I can't even get on a plane to go to 400 miles, 300-something miles to Kampala at that price. That's why I can't fly them down from, which is close to. I can't fly them down from Nairobi down to Dar es Salaam because the prices are crazy. If they were here, I could fly them here to Las Vegas. It's gonna cost shit. Round trip. Here, don't get on this flight. It's gonna cost you nothing. In Africa, this shit 3-4 times higher. Is the same gas? Is it the same kind of plane? Yeah. And why is it 3 times the price? Because these are niggas. That's why. And they don't own the plane. See, that's why he was able to make his planes affordable. Because he owns them. He's not being racist against his own people. Go ahead, Joby. Sorry about that. Oh, Joby froze.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, but that is what I believe. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm saying that is what is supposed to be done. We should see much more of our, puppet leaders doing this, but that is not the agenda. Like you say, they're going to get all the demand to develop their country. Shout out to Sanky Williams. Welcome. Nice to see you. You're doing amazing. Shout out to Crazy Queen in the building. Shout out to Freedom Media as well. And to everyone who's listening there in silence. But of course, as we get closer to winding up to our major conversation of the day, but as we talk about again the planes, which you don't own, the airlines, Ruto has spent 200 million Kenyan shillings on his trip to the United States. And of course, Kenyans are very mad about this because there's not enough. We can see that the Kenyan government has come to the cost of President William Ruto's trip to the US and the price of hiring luxury private jet in which he and his delegation traveled in is estimated to be $1.5 million, according to Kenya's private KTN TV station. And the benefits from this visit far outweigh such as million times. Government spokesman Isaac Mwaura told the BBC without confirming the cost. More than 30 people, including popular comedian, are reported to be accompanying President William Ruto, that is Eddie Butita, and who landed in Atlanta, Georgia on Monday. And Mr. Ruto is...
They been smiling with another coup. Ruto's in there with Shaq. Shout out to Morris show. He's in there smiling with Shaquille O'Neal. What's the benefit for African people?
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's two coons meeting for the first time. Love.
Oh my God!
These two coon ass niggas. Ooh, yeah, look at you! Oh, wow.
But we know Shaq knows how the industry works, so he's looking at
love at first sight.
He's looking at Ruto like, look at this goofy Negro all the way from Africa came to
Wait, look at him. But he a goofy. Shaq is a goofy nigga too. Talking about shit.
But if I try, I'm trying to put it in the African American mentality of especially the celebrities.
No. Shaq's a moron. Shaq ain't not smart you to think what you just said. Shaq is loving this, Joby. I needed an African head of state. Me, a moron? Yeah! I mean the whole president? Look at me now, mama. Look at me now.
I going
That's
to
right.
Kenya.
I made it, mama.
But yeah, Mr. Ruto is on a 4-day visit, which is today's his third day, at invitation of the U.S. counterpart Joe Biden. It is the first state visit by the Kenyan president of the U.S. in 2 decades and the first by an African leader in 16 years. He is set to hold talks with Mr. Biden on Thursday, which is tomorrow, focusing on the trade security partnership, including Kenya pledge to lead a multinational mission to restore order in Haiti. And mind you, we also had South Sudan 2 weeks ago. They did hold their peace talks right here in Kenya. So I kind of buy it when you say, Keith, that now Kenya is actually now being set up to be a base of squads who are being sent, in these wars or.
They already been doing that. They've already been doing it. It's been exposed. The CIA's had hit squads going to Kenya, going to Sudan and Somalia. That's already been exposed, Joe. You think the CIA ain't run through Kenya's a puppet state, like Nigeria and damn Ghana.
It's crazy. And we are supposed to also see a bunch of the first people were supposed to be taken to Haiti. That was this Monday. I'm not sure if they are already dispatched, but that was supposed to happen on Monday.
Yep, they've been there helping white supremacy, not to help the Africans who are who've been downtrodden. If anybody wants to think about Haiti, just think of a little Congo. Haiti is Congo, just smaller. Who runs Congo? The small hats. Who runs Haiti? A small hat. Imagine that. Imagine.
It's crazy. But they also add that this comes amid the anger over plans the government to impose additional taxes, with Mr. Ruto urging can live within their means, and the cost of bread, mobile money transfer, airtime and data is set to go up. But as the government seeks to raise additional of 2.4 billion.
So he knows. So he's trying to get the money that's sent back to the country from like me, family members outside the country, trying to help the family members back in Kenya. So he's trying to get a piece of that money too. That has nothing to do with them. That's what they were trying. They were taxing people arriving into Kenya, just traveling. Hey, you got a Galaxy 10 or a Galaxy, whoever the new Galaxy is, or you got a new iPhone, you owe us $500 in taxes. What the fuck you talking about? Anybody's from Kenya. Where your phone is worth, $1,500. We taxed it for $500. Well, fuck, I'm not visiting no Kenya.
Man, you can't even send your friends, maybe if you want things from outside, because they're gonna be taxed on the airport heavily.
They are taxed.
Coming from these other countries like Tanzania or maybe Uganda, that would make it.
If you're gonna fly to Kenya, my thing ain't flying to Uganda, take a bus, or flying to Tanzania and take a bus across into Kenya. Don't fly into no fucking Nairobi. You fly into Tanzania, Uganda, and then you take a bus into Kenya. That's how you do it, to beat them crazy taxes, Jack. That's what you do.
Yeah, but so the main conversation as we get to wind up is about Mali, where we can see that there is a prominent Malian economist and professor who has been sentenced to 2 years in jail. That is one of which he was suspended for his criticisms of the military junta. And Tene Fabaka Cisco was also ordered to pay a fine of 3 million CFA francs. That is $4,900, and the 41-year-old academic who has been in custody since March was charged with defamation and damaging the state's reputation.
He's a bootleg. So this would happen. This would happen. Yeah. See, he's backed by the West. This is what they do, because they have disinformation by one of their I hate to say it. Africans are your worst enemy. You always got a bootleg, a coon, a no-good backstabbing bastard working for the West to undermine what you're trying to do, because the West needs Africa to survive. Okay? West needs Africa to survive. They're impoverished without Africa. So they have a bootleg. Hey, bootleg, goofy nigga, we're going to give you some money so you cause disinformation amongst your people because they're ignorant, and they'll say you got some kind of PhD given by us, some goofy piece of paper that means absolutely nothing.
Yep.
I went to this college with the white people. Then you already suspect, nigga. you're already suspect then. So, yeah, lock his ass up or send his ass, or ask the white people do they want him. Oh, he's not ours. He's not ours. Yes, he is. Send his ass to England. You're banned from Mali. You want to go? We ain't gonna put you in jail. We're gonna send you back to England or wherever, America, wherever you getting paid from. But you're getting out of here. Because I'm not locking him for no 2 years. Because that's too less time for me. Because he'll come out and start doing the same shit as soon as he gets out. The African people just unite.
It's way better than, this is actually, I was saying at the beginning of the show, this is something amazing to see how Mali, Niger, and Junta don't want to know.
It's good. It's good, Joby, but it's not enough time. Once he gets out 2 years, he's still going to come out talking the same shit.
I know, but the fact that they're really getting punishment, and like when you look at other countries, I want to give an example because we're talking about 3 democratic.
There's no punishment.
We have these other fake democratic countries who are still gonna stop people who are demanding what is right, including education, including proper healthcare systems, including proper water drainage,
proper everything.
But you'll find people being shot, being arrested. You can't talk about it. I'm glad the fact that, on this other end, where we're dealing with true democracy, they're not just arresting you because you're talking about me as a leader. You are talking, I'm doing what is right. So what is there for you to talk about? Everything is being done correctly. If it's us building the Alliance Sahel state, that is actually supposed to be helping the 3 nations. That is what we've done. If it's us, getting serious with agriculture, we can see it's actually happening. The economy,
they probably warned them exactly. What's bad that I'm spending money on my people now? Well, oh God damn it, they're not doing the right thing. They're not holding elections that the white man controls. They're not holding elections that the white man controls. Look at this, Malians. They're not holding elections. No, because these elections are phony. We're going to build the country up. Later on, we might go back to elections. Once we built the country up and it's stabilized, and my people are educated enough to understand what these elections are about, and it can't be infiltrated by white people trying to overthrow us and give all our resources back to them and not benefit us.
You and your economist, education, and your professionalism goes. Let me take you to the cell, and you hear how some peace smells like. Let me take you. You're gonna be the Gabon president now. You're gonna be on a hunger strike. Tell people you're not eating because I'm trying to do you better, but you don't see that. So let me show you what you've been missing out. So
what they need to do. I wish they gave him 20 years. I would just kick his ass out of the country. You gotta go.
So
2 years. I like to get. See, that's how you gotta be, Joby. Gotta be brutal with that ass because Africans have been kept down because of the brutality, Joby. They've been kept poor, and ain't nobody been nice to African people, impoverishing us.
You don't want to be a white man. You're gonna do things.
I don't.
I want
to
punish you, but I don't want to punish you to the point where I don't want to punish you where you just talk. You didn't kill. You talk. So 2 years, I believe it's enough of you lacking freedom to understand what freedom means. For me,
okay, Joby. See, that's the African humanity in you. I'm gonna be brutal with that ass. I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna take you to the Pacific or the Atlantic Ocean and throw you in with the sharks and tell you to swim. Swim with the sharks. There you go. Because your wicked ass don't care about African people. You want your white masters, so let them come save your ass before the sharks eat you. Because you're trying to destabilize everything we've been trying. You show these African people in poverty, you don't give a shit. We've been in poverty since we met these white people. You don't care. You are, as long as I get mine, the white man talk, I'm going to live good. I'm going to be a professor. I'm going to live good, have my big house, and damn the rest of these niggas. So I'm going to send your ass out with the sharks and damn your ass. I'm not going to be Joby, being all nice, all African. 2 years to be enough time. Damn that. See?
I'm not nice. Don't assume I'm nice. I'm brutal.
The South Africans didn't learn that. Angola didn't learn that when they told South Africa, hey, you stop this apartheid and we're going to kill every man, woman, and child down there in South Africa. That's what they told him. See, the story tells you that, oh, the white man just got good. He said, oh, you know what? All these years I was keeping black people oppressed. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. They didn't do that. They only stopped apartheid, and it wasn't because of no fucking Nelson Mandela. That other fake story you got. Because the Africans in Angola had built a military and was whipping their ass, and they were losing, and Angola was about to take over South Africa. That's what they don't do. And they said, hey, you stop this shit, we're going to kill. See, the Angolans knew you wasn't indigenous to South Africa. They didn't say they were going to kill you indigenous ass. They said, you leave and go back to Europe, or we're going to murder unalive every white woman, white man, and white child. That's what they told them. Then overnight they said, oh, you know what? We're freeing Nelson Mandela, and we like black people. We love them. Yay! It's freedom in South Africa, Joey. Yay!
Yeah, but as we get to wind up, to Tiki Mapesa, yes, we do. In case you want to actually come for an interview, kindly DM us on our Instagram or TikTok itself. That is at Black Hot Fire Network. Kindly on Instagram, Black Hot Fire Network.
Who's that?
TikTok. Well, if in case you want to have an interview with us, it's a rapper who is requesting for an interview. Yes, karibu sana. Na pia unaweza kutumia ngoma zako. You can actually also follow me on Instagram personally, Natalie_Joby. Then send me your link of your jams. And then from there, we review your songs. Then we'll write you a message on when to come for the interview. Then you can send your picture for the poster.
And make sure if your songs suck, that's a no.
Yeah, if your songs don't actually come as a Bambi, we're just gonna tell you the truth. You know, this is the Black Hot Fire Network. We tell nothing but the truth. You know, you have to sugarcoat at all. We give you nothing but the truth. You know, if we
make sure, that's right. Make sure you got your shit together. Make sure your songs are good. Don't just say, oh, my little sister like them. We don't know your little sister.
Yeah, so that's very easy. So ensure Nengali IG Natalie_Joby or at Black Hot Fire Network. Either on TikTok. We're gonna check the DMs and we're gonna get back to you on how to come for an interview. Thank you anyway to everyone who has been with us. Shout out to Ikan. He says here a lot of white loving Africans must migrate from Africa with the backstabbing ass. And,
that's right. That's right. With the backstabbing ass. Exactly right. Shout out who made that comment. That's right. You go along with your white masters. Get your ass out of here. Right.
One is asking, is he in Katie's old cell? I don't know, man.
Here, Joby don't even know what's going on with Katie. Katie's hungry. Katie's getting treated like Cassie and P. Diddy. But Joby tried to save her, but she didn't want. Joby tried to save her, but she pulled a damn Jermaine. What was his name? A J. Cole on her. She didn't want to be saved. Don't save her. Yeah. She don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what's been going on. I've been seeing Katie was lunch date. I don't know. So I don't know.
It's reminding them, but I don't know. But Katie's been getting treated like Cassie. We tried to save her, but she didn't want to be saved. Yeah. So Joby said, I don't want no part of that. I don't care what goes on. Like, Joby, where's the African in you, baby? Let's go.
D for Dan. Like for me, I'm D for Dan. It's D for Dan. If I look back, I don't know, you either mattered or you really are someone in my life. But nah, with women, D for Dan, baby, D for Dan. We're done. Bye. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to check on you. I don't have nothing to do with you, literally.
Yeah, Joby don't want to check on. Joby don't want to check on the. Joby worked with that lady for 3 years. They don't want to check on you. I don't want to. What's that? I don't want to hear from you. I don't want you to give me water.
So if I'm in the story as I write up, time is up. Yeah, you remember the friend who came here with, she came here last year. That was in 2022 last year with telling me about her baby daddy issues. You know, she was my best friend, best friend. You remember me telling you? And one time I borrowed that money, like, you know.
Yeah. The one who showed up. The one who showed up with a tax and made you pay for it.
Yeah, and I paid for it. You know that. You see what kid is? I paid this woman pops out of nowhere.
That's crazy.
The previous night we've gone out with Shimani and Katie. Then I come back, I'm sleeping. Someone calls me like, "Hey, I'm downstairs. The Uber. What do you mean the Uber?" So I'm not sure who I'm hearing. I was not sure I'm hearing the voice. Like, this one I know. Is it Josephine? Is it Hannah? Okay, let me come. I'm not sure who I'm. Literally is in my head. Like, let me go. So I go. I see it's this lady. Now I have to pay a whole goddamn 1,500 for Uber, which I was not planned for. That was my money for the day. Like, you know, I had not planned to go any beyond that, but I had to go beyond that. She's here. She wants to eat. Of course, you can't eat someone staring at you. And then the next thing is like, Joby, you know, I see you're now stable, and me, I'm having the baby daddy. Next Saturday, I'm gonna come with the baby there. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah? Do you remember you telling me I keep on borrowing you money? Huh? Now you see I'm stable. Huh? You will assume I'm stable. Who told you I'm stable? Huh? Do you understand I'm running a school right here? Do you understand I can't afford to have babies crying around me? Like, do you get that? And she got mad and she blocked me and she doesn't want to see me. Like, yeah, girl.
Damn.
Yeah. I never really have with women like don't. Like, nah.
I know she blocked you. I know she blocked you, Joe. I know she blocked you. I thought she said.
She did. I tried reaching out something back. Time I was thinking about like, goddamn, let me look at this lady where the number you're calling is unreachable. Of course, that is you being blocked. You know, this how it tells them like, God damn.
Every time you don't get somebody some money, they always blocking your ass.
I don't care, okay? It's the act of not giving a damn. You should do that.
I like that. I like that. It's the art. I like that. It's the art of not giving a damn. That's
that is just me. I've learned that with my own very father. So who is it? You know what that impact in my life.
I love that. I love that. It's the art of not giving a damn.
Have an amazing day and see you guys later on the Bonge show.
Tell me, how you know I'm stable? I'm looking at you. I was looking how you live. I know you're stable, goddammit.
I'm not giving no more money. I'm not checking up on you. That Havana should block me. There's a friend of mine now who knows her, and we were friends together. The two of us.
Yeah.
Asked me like, hey, do you speak to Judy? I'm like, Judy? She blocked my ass. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, yeah. Because I couldn't allow her to bring the baby here, and now she's giving me money all the time. So I was like, nah, I can't be friends with you. You told me you told me I'm always borrowing money. So I mean, bye. So
tell me why does everybody want to get money from you all the time? Tell me, you guys are here. Joby own sister blocked her because she wasn't giving her no money. That's crazy.
My auntie never called me again because I couldn't give her $200. Never called me ever again, ever. My grandma too. Dad, you just send me money, you know. I don't have time to talk about your father. I'm like, God.
That's why Joby had to learn the art. Joby's got a PhD in the art of not giving a damn.
I don't, man. Trust me. Once I get you, once I keep you out of my life, and especially if you've done me bad, like, you'll never come back. I'm gonna do you damage. Like, you're gonna feel it. But anyway, much love, family. Have a good day. See you guys later.
Joby always get them calls. Joby, I need money. Who's this? I don't worry about Joby. I need money.
To Judy, Misati, Manze, if you're ever gonna catch up with this, you had better choices to make, baby girl, rather than a Baba. Now you see, You see?
Joby on Sister Block. What kind of shit is that? That's crazy.
I'm not giving a dime, baby. I'm not giving a damn. I'm saying no dime. A damn. Yo.